Okay, it's coming now. Good morning, Insane Rhetoric listeners.
Good morning, Insane Rhetoric. What's happening? Long time no see.
Long time no see.
It's been a long time coming, but I know I'll see you soon. Had to change that last bar.
Uh-oh. All right, Insane Rhetoric.
What's up, Insane Rhetoric? I know y'all know what time it is. The world is what? Upside down, and we try to do what? Turn it right side up. You know what it is. We back in effect. What's good, my sister? What's yanking?
It's the new year.
Yeah, it is that. You know, shoot, we made it through, and then COVID didn't kill us.
And COVID didn't kill us. Hallelujah!
Ooh, shoot, we made it through. We got through all the gunplay on New Year's Eve. COVID didn't kill us.
It was a war zone. Of course. So Christmas was a war zone.
Christmas? Why?
I don't know.
They just start there early down there with shooting for New Year's.
Then New Year's, it was a war zone, but okay, so it was a war zone, but I was trying to go to sleep. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Okay, let me tell you what happened. So I was trying to go to sleep because so I like chitlins. For those of you who don't know what chitlins are, they are the intestine of the pig, and they were historically the food for the slaves.
That's what they call soul food.
Master ate the good parts of the pig, and we ate the intestines, those of us who have slave heritage.
Okay, so what is the right pronunciation of chitlins? Because I know.
So chitterlings, but every Black person I know say chitlins.
Right, but that ain't what is. That is not what.
Okay, so anyway, so chitterlings. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to. You know what? We live, y'all. Right. So you probably can. So you hear me checking to make sure we live. So we live. Y'all heard that? We live, y'all. That's the way it goes.
That's our playback.
Okay. So anyway, so we always said chitlins. I didn't know really it was called chitterlings.
Yes, chitterlings, yes.
Until I was grown, like grown, because it was a discussion about it in my family, like me and my kids, and I actually read the lid on the red container, and it said chitterlings.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. It's kind of like, it's kind of like bologna. Bologna is not pronounced bologna. It's called bologna. It's not pronounced bologna. But hey, whatever.
But we grew up saying bologna.
Yeah,
go make a bologna sandwich.
Yeah, but it's not really pronounced that way. But hey, whatever.
It's not bologna?
No, it's bologna.
Oh, okay. It's probably some pronounced some other kind of way, some kind of French or some kind of way, but
Say la vie, you still eat it. It's cool.
I don't eat it.
You don't eat bologna?
No. So the only way I could eat it when I was a little girl,
fried.
I had to fry it like almost burnt fried, like, and then I had to put some mustard and ketchup on.
Yeah, that's great.
Because it would make me sick.
Yeah, well, you know, everybody.
So, but anyway, yeah, it's the new year. So I like chitlins, and so I went to bed because, okay, so if we have some movie aficionados watching, there was a movie made many years ago with Jada Pinkett. Before she was Jada Pinkett Smith, and she made a movie called Jason's Lyric.
Oh yeah.
And it was supposed to be set in Houston's Third Ward. Yeah, and well, she had a horrible Texas accent, but she worked at This Is It. Now they did the filming, most of the filming in Fourth Ward. Mm-hmm. Okay. Very historic Black neighborhood, Fourth Ward. Okay. This Is It was in Fourth Ward, but the story said they was in Third Ward. Okay. Mm-hmm. So This Is It was one of two places at the time that we all went. Mm-hmm. And it is still one of these two places. Now they got more places that's, sell soul food. Mm-hmm. But so when I want my chitlins to taste right, because I don't cook them anymore, because I don't want to clean them. Mm-hmm. It's really an art to cleaning them, and I don't eat everybody's chitlins because they don't clean them right. And some people don't clean them at all; they just dump them in the pot.
Absolutely not. That's the devil. No.
Yeah, that's that nonsense and tomfoolery right there. But so I go to This Is It, and either buy my New Year's soul food dinner, or just go get some chitlins and fix the sides at home. And that's what I did. I was determined I was going to make my sides at home, but I still wanted my chitlins. So I went to sleep. I went to sleep on New Year's Eve so that I could get up at 4:00 in the morning, ride across town to my old neighborhood, Third Ward. It's more in Third Ward than Drake and TSU. I'm just saying. Okay. Y'all know about Third Ward because of Drake and the TSU and all of that.
No, they know about Third Ward probably because of the Ghetto Boys.
Okay. So if you know about the Ghetto Boys, you know about Third Ward. Okay. But, okay. So, y'all, I'm live. So, y'all, I don't care about y'all looking at me. Okay. So, I was driving all across town early in the morning to get my chitlins. And I was in the line I got there. Okay, so I got up, I got ready. I got there by 6:30. They opened at 7. I was number 300 in the line because they give you tickets. But they call you 10 people at a time. And what they do is they split the line. So if you came to get a full dinner of something, then you go in one line. But if you came to just get chitlins, you get in a different line. Mm-hmm. So it went quickly because, they split it up, and I didn't want the dinner plate goes slower, right? Because mm-hmm. they got, and people be getting 5 and 6 plates and stuff. So that's what that's what I did on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I cussed one of my old childhood friends out too.
Well, that's a good way to start the new year. Get it off your chest.
I hadn't seen him in 15 years.
That's all right. Get him off your chest.
Okay, I go.
You just go ahead and get it off your chest. You're gonna start the new year.
Okay.
And you're like a fresh cussing to start the new year to get it off your chest to keep your stress level down.
Okay, so technically I didn't use any curse words. Well, but I gave him I gave him the black girl attitude.
Okay, yeah, that's about worse is cussing.
Like, all the head and the,
yeah, that's
colloquialisms came out, but it wasn't no cuss words.
Yeah, all right, well, that's cool.
And he was sitting there in his Aston Martin or whatever, because he liked fancy cars. He always did.
Aston Martin is not a fancy car, really.
Well, I don't know.
I mean, like, it used to be, but like now, anybody can get an Aston Martin.
I don't know what kind of car it was.
Oh, okay.
I just know he liked them high dollar cars like Aston Martin.
You threw Aston Martin out there because you knew Aston Martin.
Yeah.
Okay. I got
Maybe they be our sponsors. Aston Martin, click my heels 3 times. Oh, Aston Martin, Aston Martin, Aston Martin. Okay. I don't know. But so he was in his fancy car. I didn't have time to figure out what kind of car it was because I didn't care. But he an old man with the top down, trying to catch a young woman. He that man.
Oh.
Dressed cool. He had on this 16, 19. He's aware and woke and old. And think everything is done with a smile. And he stopped me from having a lovely conversation with a lady on New Year's Day to ask me, could he buy my chitlins? Because he didn't want to stand in the line. I don't know why he got mad when I said he had to give me double for me to go back and get back in the line. But he got mad. Anyway, that was my New Year's Day. What was yours?
Hey man, listen, I had the worst freaking time on New Year's Eve. I went to drop my mom off at my uncle's house using her truck. And when I tell you, I was on my way back to the house and my serpentine belt broke on the truck on New Year's Eve in North St. Louis on a New Year's night. And it was already about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It was dark then. So I was just like, man, I'm trying to get home. You know what I'm saying? And that was the worst. Oh, man.
So what is the serpentine belt?
Serpentine belt.
I heard want.
So a serpentine belt is the belt that actually goes around the whole motor. It causes your water pump to run and your what is it? It causes everything to run in its retrospect.
Okay.
It makes your heat and your air conditioning blow. It runs around the whole engine. So if you don't have that belt on, needless to say, your battery won't be charged, your heat won't blow, and your car is going to run hot because it's on the water pump line too. So it don't have no way to cool your car down.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It sounds like a bad combination.
Yeah, it really was. But like I said, I made it through there. But before all that even happened, about 2 o'clock, I was standing in North St. Louis. And all of a sudden, this guy just starts shooting up in the air.
Why do they do that? Because you know what? The bullet got to come back down.
And it's going to come down with a lot more force because it has gravity added to it. Yeah, but it was just crazy. Just like 2 o'clock, just bang, 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 bang. I'm like, that is the most stupidest thing.
That's just crazy.
It really is. You know what I'm saying? Like you have no regard for nobody else. But I'm gonna tell you, when night really fell, it was like being in Iraq over here.
I just don't understand why they do that.
Look, Afghanistan. I mean, these dudes was shooting so much stuff that it was just like it sounded like this one dude was shooting a straight cannon. I was like, oh my God. But see, my thing is, I'm not finna waste my bullets in the air.
I know, right? Because
that's
less bullets you have for a criminal trying to attack you in your home.
I'm like, I need all my ammunition. So just in case something pop off, I want to make sure I have reserved, and I'm not finna just go.
Yeah.
No, I'm not finna do that. If I want to do that, I go to the range.
Yeah, that's that tomfoolery right there.
Yeah, because like I say, I mean, when it comes to the range skills, oh yeah, I'm good with that. You know, I do most of the things that most people don't even do. I shoot a bow. I'm good with a bow. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and the best thing about bow, you won't hear that coming at all. You just
well, that's what that man did in Atlanta. He was going around carjacking with a bow and arrow.
Hey, it works. Have you ever seen the tip of a bow, like of an arrow? Like they make arrows where they have 3-edged razors on top of them. So when that thing is turning, it's just cutting into whatever it hit. They used to use them to shoot deer a lot. So I mean, hey, but they quiet. You ain't gonna hurt nobody with no bow coming.
Wow.
Ain't no bang at the end of that.
Wow.
It is what it is. But that was my New Year's Eve. I was like, but I'm happy I'm here 2022. I'm cool. They talk about the Omarion or Omicron or whatever crime is on the rise, but I ain't fearful. It is what it is. This is way of life now.
Yeah, it's a way of life. Just put your mask on.
Yeah, and don't be like Karen and cough on me because you will get slapped in the store.
Okay, so we done got all off of stuff we had planned for the day, but so you said that. So y'all, okay. So y'all, okay. So recently, very recently.
You had a Karen experience?
Well, okay, no, okay, so I have a thing. Okay. So listen, y'all. If you have a certain type of feeling about COVID and the germs and all of that, then you need to, so you need to take the necessary precautions for yourself for however you feel. Okay. Now, y'all, recently I was somewhere with somebody. Okay, so I was somewhere with somebody, and so they have all these feelings about COVID and germs and all of this. But okay, so we went to a restaurant. Now, okay, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all. So y'all have heard me talk about this, the reason why I decided to get vaccinated and all of that, and my family and some stuff going on with my family where I feel like my family, we feel like it was the thing for all of us to get vaccinated for this. Okay, y'all go back and listen to the episodes. So I have these feelings about germs. Okay. I have these feelings about germs because one of my family members, I have to be very careful. They're immune compromised. I have to be very careful. I work with kids, so I know I got to be very careful because kids can be nasty. They can't help it.
Or they are.
Okay, they are, but they can't help it.
Oh, okay, because can be.
Okay, so I'm very careful. So what COVID has stopped me doing is I don't go and eat in the restaurant. I may go with my mask on and get something to go. While I'm waiting, I may have, they got lemonade. I like strawberry lemonade. Okay. So I'm Texas girl, Southern lemonade. Okay. So I might, but I pretty much, I don't eat out. Since COVID has happened, I think maybe I've done it once or twice, 3 times tops. And each time it was because I was with my one or all of my children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, and it wasn't like crowded in the restaurant. We were sitting in a place where it was only us catching each other's whatever.
Right.
So, I'm okay with my children's germs because I always have my children's germs.
Yeah, I ain't okay with that.
Okay. But
That's
well, you know, when you breastfeed.
not like I get what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
But I'm just like, I'm not okay with that. Like my daughter, one time we was together and we was just riding, and my daughter's like in her 20s now, you know what I'm saying? So she was like, she just picked up my soda and just started drinking it.
Oh, no, that won't
And
work.
I was like, I asked you, did you want something? And you told me no. She's what I'm saying, but you're my dad.
Yeah, no, not at 20. You can't drink out of my glass when you're 20.
No, you can't drink out of my glass at 2.
Yeah.
No.
Not at 20.
2 or 20. No.
Yeah.
Like,
but this person,
even though you my kid, no.
I know. Yeah. That's okay. That was nasty. Okay, so this person, we went out to this place to eat, and tell me why they were sitting there. Okay, so they were sitting there eating. Well, we was waiting on food, and so people, you know, walking by, and I didn't get anything to eat because I'm in a restaurant. Okay. I went somewhere with them one time too, where I got something to eat, but I got it to go. Mm-hmm. And just sit there and talk to them. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, but tell me why they had their mask on. Somebody passed by without their mask, but the person I was talking to had their mask on. Y'all, they covered their face like this and was like, why they don't have their mask on? Man, see this. I was like, well, but we're in the restaurant. Don't y'all think that was kind of silly for us to be in the restaurant and you worried about the journey and you want to eat? You're supposed to get your food to go. I'm just saying.
I mean, people had a different issues with that situation in COVID. You know, some people think they all gung-ho about the mask. Some people don't think it's necessary. My thing is, whatever you feel, that's your opinion. That's your right, whatever.
I know, but you don't have to sit up in the restaurant complaining about it if you know you think people need to wear their masks.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but you got to think about it. Like, people gonna find something to complain about anyway.
Okay. You might be right.
You know, right. Like it don't matter. Like I say, everybody in there could have a mask on. Then you turn around and say, "Man, look at that mask. That mask so nasty and dirty." Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now you got dirt dropping all around the food. you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you're gonna find something to complain about. All right. So it is what it is.
So anyway, okay. So let's start in Texas.
Oh, what other better place to start?
Texas, our Texas. Okay, so
why every song you sing now it always sound like the Houston Oilers song in my head?
Oh, I don't know, because that's a totally different song. You want me to sing that one?
Nope.
Oh.
Not at all. So what's happening in Texas?
So the January 6th insurrection plot thickens again, because our Texas Attorney General, Ken Paxton, was in Washington and on the Capitol giving speeches about not stopping the fight on January 6th.
Stopping which fight? There were several fights going on January 6th.
No. Just like Trump, he made a speech telling the supporters of Trump to not stop the fight of, you know, make our country great again. They stole the election, blah, blah, blah. Let's not stop fighting, which led these people to bludgeon police over the head and go through the Capitol singing Nancy, like, you know, yeah, Nancy, we're coming to get you, like the Warriors, the movie The Warriors. And singing that they were going to hang our vice president. Okay. So he was part of the movement to implore to these people that they go over there and kill some people.
Oh, well.
He don't want to release his text messages and his emails.
That sounds like typical white politician agenda to me.
He don't want to release his text messages and his emails. So he under a lot of fire right now because he had a part to play in the insurrection.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I will believe in this, if you say something, stand by it. No matter
between him and Ted Cruz.
If that's how you feel, then stand on that. Ain't nothing wrong with people I grew up with, and they told me, they say there's nothing wrong with the way something makes you feel. If that's what if you are thinking about releasing this type of information and that's how you feel, then hey, that's how you feel. A lot of people might see it differently, but my thing is that's your point of view. Now the reason you don't want to release the information is because it's going to cause you not to get reelected for whatever seat you're holding. That's what your problem is.
So this is about our open records law, and that revealing the text and emails and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so that movement on the 6th was called Stop the Steal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he was up there, he was imploring people to go up there and don't stop the fight.
Hey, I got a question. Here's my question. When was America ever great? Because I heard that.
Probably when the Native Americans was here by themselves.
That would probably be right. Because anything after that, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Especially for certain type of people. Nah. Oh, but that borders on what is it? The critical race theory that y'all ain't supposed to talk about in Texas.
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna tackle that right now because that ain't never been the case.
Well, he got 4 days.
To turn over the information.
Try to turn over the information.
Mm.
So they took it to the Travis County District Attorney.
Then what they gonna do if he don't turn it over in 4 days? Tell him that he needs to resign from his position, and then his friends go get him another position that's better than the one that he has, and then he still makes a buku load of money and continue to do whatever he wants to do in the backfield.
Yeah.
That's all. That's pretty much in a nutshell what would happen. If he doesn't turn over the information, they'll subpoena him. They'll do that. They'll order him to do it. But at the end of the day, I can pretty much guarantee you they just gonna force him to resign from whatever seat he holds, and he will not do a day in jail.
Well, listen, he's part of the big three. He's part of the big three. There's our governor, Greg Abbott, him, Mr. Paxton, and our attorney general, Dan Patrick, that blamed COVID on the Black people.
Oh yeah, Dan is very stupid.
Okay, so he's part of the big three. We're gonna eradicate rape in Texas, and we're gonna go up to Washington and tell people to not quit fighting for stopping the steal and hanging Mike Pence. They want to hang Mike Pence.
And blame COVID on the Black people.
Okay, so
yeah.
So that's what's going on here in Texas. But so what we have found here in Insane Rhetoric is that the time between, the mileage between Texas and Florida It's long and short at the same time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, y'all, did y'all see the video? Did y'all see the video? Blue on blue crime, y'all.
Now that's funny.
Blue on blue crime.
I was wondering when it was gonna pop off. I knew it was gonna pop off eventually. That's crazy.
So why the man gone? Okay, tell me why the police officer. Okay, so they arresting the black man, y'all. Okay, they arresting the man. I didn't need to say he was black. They was arresting the man.
Why not? You knew he was gonna be black. Who else do they arrest?
They was punching him out, doing stuff they ain't had no business, putting him in the back of the car.
Like normal protocol.
That's not normal protocol.
It is for the police. We ain't gotta go too far to pull cases on what they've been doing for the last 2 or 3 years.
Okay, but that's not supposed to be normal protocol. But okay, so they was doing what they have been seen to do in recent years. We actually see it more than we hear about it now. And so listen, y'all, they were punching him out, doing all kinds of stuff. So this lady, she ran, another police officer, she ran over to the cruiser. Okay, she grabbed her police officer buddy by the belt to pull
by the gun belt, by a service belt.
To try to pull him off of
the man. Let's get it correct. He's a man. The man that was in the back of the cruiser.
The officer turned around. He swerved. He swerved around. It was like an army pivot thing. He did it was real quick. And then he put his hand on her neck and pushed her all the way back with his hand on her neck.
Because she interrupted proper protocol and beating a black man in the back of a cruiser. But what that officer understood was the last person that stood by and did nothing with the George Floyd case, they all was brought up on charges. I can't blame her for jumping in.
And remember the other lady, where was she? Where was that lady? Was it in Nevada where the lady just kind of stood there?
Mm-hmm.
You could tell she thought it was wrong. No, was it Nevada? No, it was Denver. Remember? Under the tree.
Yep.
And they just beat that man senseless, and she just kind of stood there. Like you could see in her face that she knew it was wrong, and she was kind of like trying to figure out what to do.
Stop him from beating him. That would be a good place to start, to stop your counterparts from beating people, especially when you have a history of seeing police using brutality and being brought up on charges soon after.
Yeah.
You ain't caught on yet. The world hasn't caught on yet. Like, we gonna do this, but we know we gonna get charged for it. We gonna have to pay out.
Yeah.
So
there have been so many, right? There have been so many in the recent months where if you stood around, they got you too.
Yeah, he brought up on charges. Ain't nobody innocent in that situation. Everybody's guilty.
And she just, you know what? Let's give her the benefit. I would like to give her the benefit of the doubt. She may have been the one needle in the haystack who really would have responded that way anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Because our police not bad, y'all. Our police not bad. I don't care what you say. Our police not bad.
Yeah, just 90% of them.
I mean, we know that we have places like that place we talked about in California. What was it, Torrance City or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Where they've been having this problem since 1993. We know that it exists, y'all. We're not saying that it doesn't exist. Of course, that's why we're here. That's why one of the reasons why we started this podcast, because we wanted to talk about this insanity. But I don't know what was going through her head if she was like,
you know what? I don't even care what was going through her head. I commend her because she had the guts and the audacity to interrupt something she thought was wrong and that prevented that man from making it to the hospital dead.
Yeah.
I ain't even mad at her. I'll tell you what, I hope they bring that sergeant, because he was a sergeant. I read that story earlier this morning. He was a sergeant. And I know that the chief actually relieved him of his duty and of his supervision. And that's just to say I busted him down in rank, but that don't mean that he has been terminated. I hope he get fired. I hope he's fired.
Well, they always have to say they have to do an investigation.
Yeah, they don't investigate.
But it's on the body cam.
First of all, I don't agree with police investigating police.
It's on the body cam.
No, I get that, but I'm saying you have a organization called Internal Affairs that investigate police, which Internal Affairs are police. So my thing is, how can you be not partial when you got your own investigating you? That I don't agree with that. I think that they need to have a specific board that's not police investigate police, because 9 times out of 10, this is your brother, this is your comrade. It works just like the military, that we're gonna back you to the extreme where we're going to make sure that everything is set up to make sure that you get off. So, but if you had an impartial board that came in to do that, things would have to change, because it's not the police investigating the police. It's simple.
Yeah.
It's just like the court system lies to you, say you're going to be tried by a jury of your peers, but when they pick people, it ain't nobody you know. Them ain't my peers. They don't know me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the jargon and the terminology that people use in these situations, I don't agree with all the time, and I don't think it holds true to what they say the law is supposed to do. But whatever. Yeah, congratulations. What is her name?
They haven't released her name yet, but girl,
good
high
job.
Five, all ups to you.
Good job.
For you really put in that sense, there was no gunplay, but you did put your life on the line, because if he'd gone a little bit further, he could have choked you out. So
that's all he had to do was draw back and hit her one time, and she would have been through.
And you did protect and defend.
Yeah. That's what I knew that the police was supposed to be designed for, was to protect and serve. And you did just that.
You did that, girl.
I think you need to put that on your car, your cruiser, because the rest of them don't deserve that, because half the time they out there trying to break a brother's neck.
Yeah.
So
listen, okay, yeah. That is the very definition of girl power, y'all. She did that.
But I give it girl power, but I think that's also the definition of true humanityism.
True humanity too. Yeah, she stood up. She stood up for what was right, y'all.
Right.
And put her life on the line.
Right.
And her brother in blue.
And the killing part about that is that the police department can be so crooked at times, and I'm not saying all of them, but the police departments can be so crooked at times that because she didn't allow that to go the way that they thought it should go, that she could go back to her district and people will blackball her because she stood up for somebody.
Right.
That's
she gonna have a hard time. She gonna have a hard time.
Yeah, now you're gonna have a hard time because they gonna look at you like, well, what you jump in there for? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy the way people's psyche is set up these days, that you would rather see a person dead than a person just to be served a ticket and just brought to justice for whatever the case without being harmed. Like, yeah. Especially if they Black or brown people, which just ain't no doubt about it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, congratulations. Whatever your name is, congratulations. I hear it insane rhetoric. Hey, we give out accolades to people who deserve them. Congratulations. We thank you. That man made it to wherever he was going.
Jail safely.
To the jail safely, and he breathing, and he might get a chance to get out later.
Hopefully, Attica. Attica. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my God, you talking about Attica? Oh my God, we don't want to start that. Okay. Yeah, that's rough.
Okay.
Attica in 1993 was like January 6th of 2020.
We got to do another show about Attica. Maybe we do a whole show about Attica.
Yeah, except everybody that laid down in that one was Black.
No,
I mean the majority. I'm saying the majority.
Yeah, they killed some of their own because they couldn't tell who they were.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The majority of people in that penitentiary were mostly Black, but they killed some of their own.
That go to show you. They go to show you the mentality of some police. Yeah. That they will stop at nothing and kill whoever they got to kill.
Yeah, to prove a point.
We probably need to do a show on Attica.
Listen, and the killing part about that, who was the governor? A Rockefeller.
Yeah,
could have stopped the whole thing.
No, but he was listening. He was listening to a Texan that we all knew was a racist. But he got in office because the racist people voted for him, and then listen. I remember sitting up in class, and we'd have these mock elections. And no, he wasn't from Texas. Where he was from? Where Nixon was from?
I don't remember where Nixon was from, but I know he was a racist.
Anyway, so we would have these mock elections. And so when it came time close to, time to vote, the teachers would be talking about the different candidates, and we'd have these mock elections. Yeah, that's the way school used to be, y'all. They don't do that no more. Okay, so I was like, so everybody was right, Richard Nixon. And I was like, I remember because I was so young. And I was like, well, I don't think we should vote for Richard Nixon. And everybody's like, well, why? I was like, because he's a racist, but he hides it. He was running against, what was it, McGovern?
Uh-huh.
He was running against McGovern. And you knew what was going on with McGovern. It was all out there with, what he was doing with racism and how he was fighting against desegregation. You knew the racist you were getting from the South, right? You did not know the racist you were getting in Nixon. And here you have Nixon telling Rockefeller, well, now stand true because we got to be tough on crime. Stand true because we got to be tough on crime. Do what you got to do to show that we got to be tough on crime.
Absolutely.
And then y'all looking crazy on the phone after these people's loved ones got shot right along with the prison.
Yep. Because
we probably got to do a whole nother show on Attica.
Like, how can you differentiate the people inside the penitentiary? Because even the guards was made to put on prison uniforms. You know what I'm saying? So they had it didn't even matter if they had on uniforms. The way they came in there, they were going to steamroll everybody in the way. It didn't even matter because they had got their order to do so. Yep. So I found it though. Richard Nixon was from a place called Yorba Linda, California.
Okay. Okay. Oh, racist. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I mean, they found out what he was really about when Watergate happened, but it was too late. But you know, that's a whole nother issue. For those who don't know,
Rhetoric listeners, y'all know I'm always sorry when I do that. Okay, y'all want me to apologize?
I'm not. Call it like you see it. So what else we got?
Okay, so now we're gonna move on over to Kentucky.
It's a wonderful time to start off in 2022 in Texas. We know.
So we started off in our favorite cities, y'all. Texas. I mean our favorite states, Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
Texas and Florida.
It's a walking distance away from crime.
And the tomfoolery.
Okay. What else we got?
Okay, y'all. So now we're going to one of our other favorite places. Y'all ready? We're going to Kentucky.
Yeah.
We haven't been there in a long time because we don't have to go there a lot. But when we go, it's always some wonderful tomfoolery happening in Kentucky. Thank you. Thank you very much, Kentucky. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so Leavenworth Prison.
Stop right there. Didn't Leavenworth used to be a military facility? A military prison? Was it?
I don't know. Look it up.
Okay.
We live, y'all. We get ready to look it up.
All right.
That's something we're not sure of. We get ready to look it up. Yeah, while he looking it up, while my co-host looking it up. So, former NFL player Junior Seave found dead in his cell. Unresponsive was the word used. Okay. We just talked about this in the last episode we did. We talked about CTE. I know I'm going to tell you this man probably has CTE, number one. Number two, he called himself the best. He wasn't the best and found out he wasn't the best. He had an injury. And then all those millions of dollars
went down the drain. Because I think he blew his knee out.
And then, as so many stories go in the NFL, he resorted to selling drugs and a life of crime. So he had charges of illegal firearm possession, drug trafficking. He went down with like 8 people. Okay.
Yeah, he was struggling. He was struggling.
Y'all, I don't know. We come up with all these groups for veterans when they come back and they having a hard time getting back into society and stuff. Maybe we need to have something like, okay, I know I probably can't come up with it, but y'all, okay, I'm gonna give y'all this great idea. And all I want for y'all to do is when you do it and you on Good Morning America, would you please just say, we got the idea from Faye on Insane Rhetoric Podcast. And she told us that all she wanted was for us to say that she gave us this idea. She said she knew she couldn't do it, but she knew somebody out there listening to her could make this happen. Faye, thank you. That's what I want you to do. Y'all, listen. I think it needs to be a program for ex-football players. They need to check to see if they have CTE. They need to help them with their medical bills. They need to help them get acclimated to society in a normal way. Because they forgot normalcy when they, went off to the NFL, made their dream happen, started making, hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars. And they had a certain lifestyle and they want to continue that lifestyle. And then they get into a life of crime because they think they all that in a bag of chips and nothing can touch them. And okay.
I agree.
Found dead, y'all. But what I want to know, he's 43. But what I want to know is, I want to know if they're gonna really tell us what happened with him and how he died. No, they haven't figured it out yet.
No, they're not gonna tell. You know why?
I watched too many crime films. And I watched the documentary on Attica, and I just think one of them 8 men he was in there with, that they in there for drug trafficking. I think it was like a gang related thing, and somebody just like, shit. What you call?
Okay, so I know they ain't gonna tell now. The reason I know they're not gonna tell because I was right. Leavenworth is a military prison. So now my thing is, to go to a military prison, usually I think you had to serve in the military.
He served in the military. We need to wiki him.
I don't know, but Leavenworth is a military facility.
So maybe it's just military guards for military people, but they mix in like high profile.
Maybe, because I don't know, but I remember her in Leavenworth a lot, and that is a military facility.
So it's a federal prison.
Yeah.
I think he pissed off the other gang members.
What gang members?
It was 8 of them. He was in a ring. He was in a drug trafficking ring. He was in a drug trafficking ring.
I don't.
I don't know. Okay, I get my education from doom 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 doom. See, like I just caught up with Major Crimes, Law and Order Major Crimes. Okay. Mr. Wheatley was in a federal prison and he got out. Like, this is my education on this. I admit I don't know a lot about this, so I have an active imagination when it comes to this.
Yeah.
Okay, I got an active imagination anyway, but I'm just saying.
Right. So I don't.
Why you say right?
Yeah, because I would agree with you. Your imagination is more active than mine, because I have a crazy active imagination, but yours just supersede.
And then you had to do the soaring plane too. Woo. Oh, okay. Woo. Okay.
But nah, we have to check into that, because like I said, that right there, that prison is a military facility. And I just knew that name was too familiar. It's too familiar. Whatever, we have to look into it and see. But if he was 42 when he died, I don't know. He would have had to went into the military early if you was able to play professional football for a while.
I don't think he was in the military. I think that this was a high profile case and he was sent there because of the nature of his crime. And that required him to be guarded by the military.
That's a stretch.
Listen, it was alleged that he had possession of a gun, ammunition, methamphetamine, and marijuana. He was part of a methamphetamine drug trafficking group.
The only way I can see that happening is if they convicted him on that of conspiracy, then that would send him as a federal prison.
That's what this was. It was supposed to be conspiracy, drug trafficking.
Okay,
drug
trafficking. That would make sense. Because all of those things are state and local. You could go to jail to the state for that. But if it's so much or amount and they're putting that conspiracy charge on you, I can see why he went to a federal facility.
He was in a stolen vehicle while he was high, carrying a gun. And what they did was they later found out that he was part of this methamphetamine drug trafficking ring.
Okay, well, all right.
And he was convicted with 8 people.
Then there we go. I mean, that's the reason.
That's Rico, right?
Yeah, that's the reason he wound up in there. Because shoot, I mean, if they was gonna do it like that, shoot, they just should have sent him down there to Guantanamo Bay with the international criminals that they want to close so bad.
Well, they're not telling us why he died. I don't think they're gonna tell us, but I just think, like I say, I watch a lot of Law and Order. I think he got shanked.
No, I don't think that.
No.
I don't think that. I think
somebody from the outside that was in the ring, in the drug ring, was trying to like make sure they keep him quiet.
I don't know. That could go so many ways. I don't know.
They mad because he told something that made them come looking for the other 8 people.
Or maybe he did. So maybe he was just a liability because he had lost his footing in the NFL. Maybe he was a liability.
Okay.
Anything. All right. So, all right. You got the ex-Chief player, Kansas City Chiefs, fell off, life of crime, now dead.
Yeah.
It's a horrible resume.
Yeah. I mean, y'all know I talk about this commercial all the time. NAACP. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
I like the other commercial better.
This is your, you talking about, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs.
Yeah, I like that one better.
Y'all, we are never going to be able to do anything about the drug problem in the United States.
Well, we're not the cause of it.
Right.
Let's be truthful.
It's political.
Yeah, all day. If you want to shut down the borders and stop drugs from coming into the country, you can. But
I don't care how many walls how many walls you build.
Yeah, they fund it. So I mean, like the people that suffer is the people that's getting pennies.
Yeah.
But that ain't shoot. I mean, you ain't flying no planes and you ain't floating no boats into the country, so you ain't making no money.
Yeah.
And that's just how they go. And if you don't understand,
how do you think the shipbuilders and the transportation people continue to make the kind of money that they make? It's not just us riding our little city bus in the city.
Nah, it ain't none of that.
So
you don't even account for even 0.01% of the money that comes into the United States because of drugs. Yeah. The person on the ground don't see that ever.
Yeah. Okay, so we headed on over to Georgia. That's another one of our favorite places to go.
Didn't Ray Charles think about that? Georgia. Oh.
Yeah. We're going to the A, to the T, to the L. We coming. Atlanta, here we come. That's where the crossbow was. That's where the crossbow at bow and arrow was. Bow and arrow. Right. Yeah, y'all never stop giving us stuff to talk about, Georgia. Okay, so one of my favorites, Tiffany Haddish.
Lovely Tiffany. What's up,
lovely Tiffany?
She's hilarious. I love her stand-up.
Listen, man. Between her and Snoop,
look, they crazy.
And Cat Williams.
Yeah, they that deal. They that deal.
Snoop and Cat Williams. And well, Chris Tucker not doing it anymore. At least he say he not. But this whole getting high, smoking your weed, and going to jail, you never stop entertaining me. Y'all just keep entertaining me with y'all being so cool and smoking y'all weed and going to jail. And look, I like her because, she take it to the top and over the edge every time.
Yeah.
My favorite part about her whole incident was that this girl smiled for the mugshot.
Hey, that's what you're supposed to do.
I can hear. Listen, I was reading the story and I was like, I can hear the comedy after this. Like when she get over this and she have the new show, I can hear the comedy. I can hear her talking about how she purposely did a nice little glamour shot for the mug shot.
Listen, if you already know, the only thing that prevents you from smiling when you're getting arrested is the fact that you know you ain't getting out no time soon. If you know you finna go to jail and you got the bread to get out, wouldn't you smile?
Yeah, she paid a little $1,600 in bounds.
Like, you know you finna, man, I just got jammed up. I'm arrested. I'm down here, but I got the bread to come get out. That's all I got to do is make the phone call. Be like, hey, come pay this. I'm out of here in a couple of hours. Boom. The only time you don't smile when you arrested is when you know you gonna be there.
1666. She paid. She paid it
nothing.
And bounced on out. They stopped. Okay, so they got a report that there was a person asleep at the wheel. They pulled her over as she pulled into her neighborhood.
Listen. First of all, sleep at the wheel. So how you pull a person over that's already asleep? That means that the car is not moving.
So, okay, so she was somewhere. Someone reported her being asleep at the wheel. So apparently she woke up, like she had a little cat nap. She woke up and she continued to drive. So by this time, they already looking for her car. And they see the car and they stop the car and it's her at 4:00 in the morning. Okay. She gets booked for DUI. Okay. But here's the deal, y'all. So here's the deal. Y'all, if I tell you, y'all need to read whatever story you read, you need to read the whole story. This girl, listen, I probably would have been smoking some weed too. Okay, listen. Her grandmother, the lady that raised her, died recently. The grandma's dog died recently. And then she was real good friends with the Full House daddy, Bob Saget, who just died. Y'all know that show, The Full House with the twins, the Olsen twins?
Right.
Was that the 80s, 90s, the 90s? Okay. He just died and him and her was good friends. And then a producer called Carl Craig died. So all these people, she just got to her fame. Like she just right in her mid swag with her fame. And so here all these people who were so instrumental in her life.
Right. It's checking out.
Just like drop off like flies.
Right. No doubt about it. So you listen, man, like we always talk about people with mental illness and different things of that nature. But a lot of people cope in different ways, and you can't get mad at a person how they cope. If they ain't hurting nobody, then leave them alone and let them go through what they need to go through so they can come out and be better for society. But it's just crazy how you just want to start railroading people because of what you think that they should do. Your opinion don't really matter to nobody but you.
Now listen, don't be calling us up talking about drunk driving.
You better talk to her. Better talk to her, because don't call me.
I'm just telling you now, so don't call. I'm just telling you, we are not advocating drunk driving. All we're saying is Tiffany probably should have stayed at home with her weed and got as high as she wanted to get. She got enough money and clout where she could have called her weed dude to come to her. She might not have wanted her weed dude at her house. But I don't know.
That don't even matter. It's just the simple fact that like a person, you got a person. Let me be real clear, because you can know a couple of your white friends that go out and have a whole lot of things happening, and they get drunk and toe up from the flow up, and they make it home with police incident because she is who she is. And she's the color that she is, then that went that way. But I know people who have been of the other persuasion and have been done more things than that, and the police has let them go.
Yeah.
So my thing is, we always trying to listen, and we ain't trying to throw the race card into nothing, but we understand what works for one does not work for another. And that's all we saying. Like, it's her prerogative to go out and have fun and drown her sorrows or whatever.
Yeah, but I don't want her y'all, it's live. There we go. It's live.
Like it's
live.
It's her prerogative.
Okay, but listen, I don't want her to go like Chris Rock. I mean, not Chris Rock, Chris Tucker. I don't want her to get in car accident. That's why I'm saying I would rather her have stayed at home or with her friend or whatever, because I'm thinking about her safety and the safety of others on the street.
I get that. But my thing is the implications happen when, like I said, she was already at a stop and she was sleeping, trying to do whatever to get back together.
Well, they have some kind of rule in Atlanta about where you stop. Like you can't stop in certain places to sleep.
That's anywhere. That's just not Atlanta. That's
okay.
Anywhere.
I don't know because I don't do that.
You have places where it says no parking anytime. That means you cannot be in those zones because it's usually a high traffic area, and somebody coming back and tail end you and kill you. So that's anywhere. But the thing of it is, like I say, what is better for that person to try to sleep it off right then when they can't go no further, or for you to try to run down the road to make it to your house and kill everybody on the way?
Yeah.
That's like I say, that's up for toss up in a courtroom. But I mean, whatever. Like I say, even the fine wasn't that much to like. Come on, man. That's nothing.
Yeah, she paid it $1,600. She was gone.
Yeah, that's nothing. I was like, come on, man. That's it ain't really nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because once you found out who she was, you was trying to make a spectacle of that woman. The funny thing about it is she got into the jail cell and started taking glamour shots, like you said, and didn't have no horrible looking head, wasn't looking crazy, and y'all didn't know what to do. Come on.
Good job, Tiffany. Okay, Tiffany, listen, I can't wait to see the special because this is going to be fodder for some good comedy.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
I'm going to pay to see it. I'm going to continue to pay to see it, but I just hope that you remain safe. You remain safe. The people around you are safe. And I pray for you because I know that, you've had a lot of loss in your family. So, all right. Well,
good job, Tiffany. You'll be all right.
We love you, Tiffany.
It has already worked out for your good.
All right. So, all right. We probably better get out of here.
Yeah, I guess it's that time.
Yeah, y'all can listen to us on every platform, YouTube Live, YouTube. Y'all come to visit our YouTube channel. What else we on?
We are on Owl Tales. We are on iHeartRadio. We are on Instagram, Twitter. We're also on Republic Radio. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on freaking everything, and we're in
Amazon.
We're on Amazon. We love Amazon, and we're on everything, and we're in
Spotify. Y'all listen to us a lot on Spotify for some reason.
Yeah, and we're check this out. We're in a whole bunch of different countries,
Yeah.
which is sweet.
Yeah. Keep on listening. Keep on listening. We like every time we see a new country pop up, a new state pop up.
Listen.
Like, come on, y'all.
Listen.
Keep listening.
What you need to do though, is follow us, because we're gonna keep it 100 fresh out the gate. From Missouri to Texas, we're gonna keep it
Texas.
We're gonna have it blazing, because we don't care about what goes on. We just talking about the tomfoolery. You know what I'm saying? So hit us up. You can check out our webpage at insanerhetoric.com. Insane Rhetoric.
I know y'all can see it. Y'all can see it, right? Insane Rhetoric. Y'all see it, right?
You can see it. Okay. Insane Rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hit us up. Check us out. Like the content. Subscribe, because soon as podcasts start dropping, we want y'all to be the first one to grab these jokers. Yo, tell people about Insane Rhetoric. Hey, these two people are some clowns, man. We just gonna say what we gotta say. Hey, we don't care. And like we say, it's like this. You can hit us up on our webpage. You can check us out. You can leave questions, comments, and concerns. But if you're talking about blowing up something, shooting the vice president, or hanging the vice president, or hanging any government officials that you don't like and that you have problems with, she's going to tell. I'm going to sit back and laugh. I'm going
to report you.
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm just gonna laugh as you go.
I'm going to report you to the CIA, some kind of alphabets, the CIA, the FBI, something. I'm gonna report you, because, like I say all the time on this show, I love my country. It's the only country I got for now. I love my country. I love my country. I'm going to love my country. They haven't always loved me back here in the United States. Okay, it's a true statement, but it's still my country. I'm gonna report y'all, okay? Just know, trust and believe. I'm gonna report you if you're talking about insurrection or whatever. I'm gonna report you, because I might be in one of these places that you're trying to do something crazy. My children might be in some place that you're trying to do something crazy. And so I'm gonna make sure that if I do my part to get you arrested, and where you are not blowing something up or killing somebody or shooting somebody, I'm gonna do my part. I'm just saying. And if I hear about it after the fact, because you bragging, I'm still gonna report you.
And we're gonna talk about it. Okay.
Did y'all get all of that?
Yeah.
All right. But in the meantime, y'all just remember to enjoy the ride. That is Insane Rhetoric, baby.
Hey, you know what it is. Hey, y'all have a great day. We out of here. You know what it is.